Hey, hello, beautiful seekers of the truth, and welcome to another episode of Living Life from Love. Today, I'm asking you, are you being a victim? Maybe you're not even aware of that. So, being a victim means you are in some way battling with life. You are in some way not able to embrace, love, accept, and allow people's behaviors, situations in your life to be there. And so therefore you are battling, struggling, not liking those situations. And because you're doing that, you really are a victim, right? You feel treated badly, maybe unjust, maybe you feel treated with no love or no respect. And therefore, you feel like a victim, right? Have you ever thought about that? But that is not who you truly are. You are never a victim. You are not a victim, only if you choose to believe that, if you choose to look at it like that. When we are choosing to be a victim, we are actually believing in the misperceptions that we are seeing, that are coming from the other person. From the other person's behavior maybe, and we are making them as real. We are reacting towards that behavior of the other person as real, as true, as maybe set in stone even, and we are battling with it. For instance, maybe your parent, one of your parents, or your spouse, your family member, maybe your child, they are always doing something again and again that makes you feel inferior, that makes you feel bad or wrong. And you really, really don't like it. You have a trigger inside you that comes along every time, and you feel bad inside, and you feel low or unaccepted. And you are therefore battling with that person's behavior, and you're feeling like a victim. You want them to change, you maybe even tell them so, you demand them to not do what they're doing because of your inner pain. So the other person who is maybe saying something to you is saying it very innocently. They're not even meaning to harm you or make you feel low or bad or small or something like that. But it's your perception that you are seeing as reality, that feels so real. And yet it is only a belief within you that triggers the emotion of maybe feeling hurt, unloved, not wanted, bad, wrong. And it is a big pain. I know, I've been there, I've had this, and I've worked with it, and I no longer have it. So it is absolutely possible to release it and to no longer believe in it then. Because it isn't the truth that you are not loved or not wanted, or that you're bad or wrong or not good enough. That's the egoic's mind perception only. You might say, yeah, but I still want to be angry. This person has been so horrible to me. I need to be resentful. I cannot let it go because it's been so horrendous and so bad. And you know what's happening there? You're holding on to the past experience. The mind is holding on to that, and the mind is telling you, we cannot accept this. This is absolutely not acceptable. These are bad people. They shouldn't have done this, and we need to battle with it. Believing and implying even that by battling with it, it somehow gets better. Somehow the past will be made better. Have you ever thought about that? Can you actually change the past? The mind thinks yes, it can. It's constantly doing that. It's constantly presenting you with that choice. Come on, battle with it. It's been wrong. No, we can't accept it. But in fact, the only thing that you need to do is accept it, forgive it, and let it go. And by doing that, you are moving out of that victimhood. You are deciding, I no longer wish to be a victim. Therefore, I must change my inner story. I must change that holding on to the past thing I have been doing. I must send forgiveness to the person. I must even, if I really want to be raising my vibration, raising my perception to a higher level of looking at it, to a level of love and peace, I even recommend to love that person, to embrace that person. You don't need to spend time with them and, love them as like you love your lover. But I mean, accept them and send them love from your heart, because that is true forgiveness, that you send love to them because they have only acted from their misperceptions. Maybe. Or maybe they have innocently said something that wasn't even, meant to harm you. But you must make peace with the person or the situation in order to no longer be a victim. So it's not the other person or the situation or the government or the country or whatever it is you're battling with that needs to change. No, we cannot change the outside world. They are living by their own, rules, by their own wishes, by their own free will, by their own choices. And they can choose as they like. So it's you who needs to change and choose something new. Choose to live your life from love and peace. So what would love do in this situation? How can I be peaceful with this situation? It's only by letting go, right? It's by letting go and by telling a new story. By recognizing it's my feeling here, it's my emotion that's hurting me, it's not the other person. And I can heal that, I can let that go. That's what I would highly recommend you do. Dissolve the pain within you. And because then you won't even have that feeling anymore, that emotion that makes you feel not good enough or unloved. You won't have the trigger anymore. So by dissolving your inner trigger, you let go of being a victim. And by changing your point of view, so you're not looking any longer from the point of view that the outside needs to change. No, the outside can stay as it is. It's allowed to be. So you're allowing life to be again, it's always about that, allowing life to be as it is, but you change within yourself. If you choose to be angry a bit longer, if you choose to resent the person longer because you feel that so strongly in you, then you will recreate the same story over and over again and nothing will change. It's up to you. Sometimes you need to come to the point in time where you say, I had enough of this now. Maybe you're not quite there yet. I hope you are. I hope you can see that only you can liberate yourself from that pain, from that deep pain of injustice maybe, or resentment, or hurt, or anger, or even hate. It's polluting yourself if you hold on to that. It's not loving yourself if you hold on to low vibrational emotions. So do you choose love or do you choose pain? It's really up to you. Any day, any longer, if you wish to prolong it, it's up to you, but you will have the same experience again. It is not going to change. Think about it. Are you willing to let go of the anger or the resentment or the feeling of injustice? Give yourself maybe a bit of time. Tell your mind you want to let it go. That's the first decision. And to decide, I now want to live from love. I no longer wish to hurt myself with these inner feelings of resentment. And then, that's the first step. And then dedicate your thinking and your believing and your being to come from love again. And see what changes. That's the step first. And then own your feelings. Always own your own feelings. Why? What's happening there in you that's so painful? And then allow the outside world to be as it is. Only you can change you. You cannot change the outside world. So it's kind of simple. It's always, the simplicity is always to choose love over hate or fear or any, negative point of view. And by just choosing that, you already gain more peace within yourself. You gain more contentment. If you cannot send love to the person in question, at least be neutral and allow them to be as they are, because they are on their own learning curve. They are learning themselves to come back to love, and maybe they're even behind you. But if you want to change the world, and if you want them to be more loving, be more loving first. We cannot demand others to be as we are not, because we see in the outside world what we are sending out, what we have within. Again, very simple. So it means to become extremely masterful, extremely conscious of what you're thinking, believing, and doing. It means work. It means work and effort that you need to apply within your own mind, really. It's always choosing the right thoughts, the right words, the right beliefs. That will help you to become the master of your life and no longer be a victim. So what do you choose? Being the master or being the victim? Let me know if this helped you. Let me know if you liked it. If you've got any more questions, if you got any feedback, I'd love to hear from you. And if you maybe want to talk about your issue briefly, I can then make another video about that and reply to your question if you have one. I always love to hear from you. Okay, so yes, subscribe if you like to live from love. If you really want to dedicate yourself to that, then I want to help you and uplift you and guide you in that way. And with that, we are changing our world. We need to be love first in order to see the love on the outside. I send you lots of love. Until next time, have a beautiful day.